Joe, how we feeling, big time?
Feeling good. Shaved the mustache. Molly, you should be happy. You were one of several people.
Look how handsome
who
you
told
look.
me how awful I looked. Everyone was so nice telling me how bad I looked with the mustache. It's finally gone. You should all be very thrilled.
Personally, I would prefer you rock the goatee. That's just my personal opinion. I think you should rock the goatee. That's just me. But you know what? It don't matter.
Clean
If the wife
shaven
says
and
otherwise, flow with her. Flow with her.
All right, let's get to a huge matchup Sunday between the Cowboys and Steelers. What's the play, Joe?
Steelers are the play. Going to go with Stephen A's team here. We're going to lay the 2.5. Numbers been coming up. We all know a big problem for the Cowboys this year, can't play from behind. If they get behind, they can't pin their ears back on defense. It's a problem. Well, guess what? After the Niners, nobody in the NFL has led for more minutes this season than the Pittsburgh Steelers. They play from out in front. They're going to be able to run the ball in this game, which means they're going to put Justin Fields in a very favorable situation. Defensively, they're top 7 in the NFL in efficiency and EPA. I like Pittsburgh inside of a field goal here, Stephen A. I'm sure you agree with me.
Absolutely do agree with you there. I'm taking Pittsburgh, particularly them coming off a loss last week. As far as I'm concerned, a loss that should not have happened. So I'm definitely going with the Steelers against the Cowboys. You can't stop a cold, let alone the Steelers run again.
Yeah, I don't like taking the Steelers because they don't score a lot of points, so the game is always going to be close. I mean, they scored basically nothing against Denver. Lucky, no touchdowns against Atlanta, 20 points against the Chargers. But I probably agree with you, Joe, although I hate to. I would like the under in this game. I don't know what the under is, but about 41 or 2. I like the under in the game, but I would agree. I'd take the Steelers minus the 2.5. That's pick one. Go ahead.
Let's keep it rolling, folks. We have an NFC West showdown between the Cardinals and the Niners. What do you like in this one?
It's an ugly one. I'll take the Cardinals plus the 7.5. It was ugly 2 weeks ago when we took the Broncos. They cashed. It was ugly last week when we took the Jaguars. They cashed. This one's going to be ugly as well. The point spread is too big. Last week, the look-ahead line was San Francisco minus 6.5. Niners go out and beat up on the Patriots. Who cares? Cardinals lose to the Commanders. That's a bit problematic. But now we move through the key number of 7 all the way to 7.5. I'll take the points here. Niners are banged up on both sides of the ball. Fred Warner's hurt now, which is a huge issue for the defense. Even if he plays, he's not 100%. They got too many injuries. Divisional matchup. 7.5 points is too many. We'll take Arizona here.
I'm not going to take Arizona. I'm going to go with the 49ers here because I don't trust Kyler Murray. Very, very simple. I trust his abilities, but his consistency is something that leaves a lot to be desired. I'm going to go with the 49ers here.
I wouldn't touch the game one way or the other. I did have the Niners last week, giving up all the points, but I think Joe is probably right. Divisional game, he's due to play a little better. He did not play the last 2 weeks. He was terrible against Detroit. He wasn't good this week. On the road, he can run around a little bit more. I'll take more than a touchdown and 7 and a hook. I think Joe's right. I'll take Arizona.
What are you doing? You going to make any picks, or are you just going to talk about how you're not sure, you don't like
you
it?
Want me to I'll make a couple of this.
You're going to make some picks?
I'll make a pick or two. I'll make a pick.
Make some picks.
Hey, you want me to make a pick?
Yeah.
I'll make a pick.
Okay.
All right, make it.
Put the tie on and everything. Make a pick.
I like Jacksonville. They're going to win a game. Minus 2.5 against Tennessee. I like Jacksonville.
Talk about a coach on a hot seat.
Yeah,
talk about a coach on a hot seat. This is Doug Peterson. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
See those glasses that he was rocking? Hey, Joe, Molly, you see those glasses Doug was rocking? Looking like Professor Conqualicus or something. I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know what that was.
They're readers.
I'll take the Jags.
He gets 2-for-1s, BOGO sale at CVS. All right, to college. Alabama coming off a thriller against Georgia, plays Vanderbilt Saturday. What's the deal here, Joe?
Got to start by admitting Stephen A. was right last week. He had Alabama. I had Georgia. Man of integrity. He's a man of integrity. We will acknowledge it. He can bask in all his glory. He got it right. It was a very good call. That said, we go the other way this week. We take Vanderbilt. We take all the points, 23 points. Sleepy spot for Alabama here this week. You're coming off the biggest win of the season. You're going to be number 1 in the country. Everybody's in love with you right now, right? You don't have another big game until October 19th against Tennessee. You're coming into this one. You're already undefeated off a big win. You're probably going to get a playoff spot locked up. Here's Vanderbilt laying in the weeds, catching 23 points. Vandy should have beat Mizzou last week. They already upset Virginia Tech. This is a very, very tricky spot for Alabama. Back doors wide open here. Vandy plus 23.
You know what,
No
Joe?
way.
Put money
Hold
on
on, doggy.
Vanderbilt? Really? You put money on Vandy?
Please.
Put money on them last week?
Unbelievable.
They
No
almost
way.
beat Missouri.
No way.
I understand.
They're going to get slaughtered. No way. Do not take Vanderbilt in the 23. Go with Alabama.
I agree, Steve. It's
I don't
too
know.
risky. Joe's right. Vandy's had a nice job. They should have beaten Missouri. They could miss the field goal. They would have tied it, play another overtime. But every time you think Vandy's turned the corner, they realize they got to go to school more so than play the football. So I will sit there. I'll give up the 23. I'll give up the 23.
I don't know, Joe. Now that you're clean shaven, I trust you more. I would go with Joe on this one. Joe.
Minus 23. Okay.
Yeah, Joe, we appreciate you as always.